We're going to be doing a musculoskeletal exam. This is my patient Garrett. Garrett, do you consent to being recorded for this examination?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First, we're going to start with the head, and then we're going to work our way down to the toes. First, Garrett, I'm going to palpate along your temporomandibular joint right here along your jaw, so just relax first. Any tenderness through here?
No, ma'am. Okay.
Clench your jaw for me real tight. Okay. Now open your jaw all the way. Okay. And then close it. Open. Close. Any tenderness through there?
No, ma'am. Okay.
Appropriate movement of the T and J. Next, I'm going to palpate his C-spine. Any tenderness through here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And then we're going to do some range of motion exercises of the neck. Garrett, first I want you to tuck your chin to your chest. Come back up to neutral. And look all the way up to the sky. Return to the neutral. Look over one shoulder. And I want you to look over the other. Okay. And now I want you to tilt your head side to side. Okay. And then now you're going to turn your head up against my hand. Okay. So turn into it. Okay. Turn into it. Good. Appropriate range of motion of the C-spine. Next, we're going to move on to the shoulders. First, I'm going to inspect for any deformities, look for any obvious injuries, and palpate for tenderness and warmth. Any tenderness through here? Okay. No obvious deformities, no warmth or tenderness to the shoulders. Now we're going to assess the range of motion of the shoulders. Garrett, I want you to bring your arms straight out front for me. Okay. Return them to your side. Bring them to your back. Okay. Leave them at your side. Bring them back to your side. Go out. And then go all the way up above your head and touch your palms together. Perfect. And now I want you to bring your elbows up and have your hands on your belly. Then I want you to do the same on your back. Good. Any pain through those movements? All right. He has full range of motion of his upper extremities. And next we're going to move on to the elbows. First, inspecting for any deformities and palpating for warmth and tenderness. No warmth, any tenderness through here? Okay. Now we're going to assess the range of motion of his elbows. So hold your arms out for me. Keep your palms facing the ground. Now palms up. Okay. Relax your arms. And then bring your elbows up, flexing them. Then let them back down. Now lock your elbows out. Good. All right. And then we're going to move on to your wrists. Bring on your wrists out. Any pain or tenderness through here?
No.
There's no warmth. There's no deformities noted. No pain. So now we're going to keep your hands up like this. I want you to put your palms up. Back down. All right. Wiggle them in. Out. Drop them down. Raise them up all the way. There you go. Now I want you to curl your fingers around and then flare them out, trying to get them to lock out. Good. Any pain with that?
No.
He has full range of motion of his wrists and his hands. And then next, we're going to assess the reflexes of the upper extremities with the reflex hammer. Checking the bicep, the brachioradialis, and the brachial reflex. So I want you to relax your arm by your side for me. Relax out. Okay. Do the same on this side. Okay. He's got 1+ to 2+ reflexes in both upper extremities. And then I'm going to check cap refill in both hands. So hold your hands out for me. Capillary refill returns to normal with less than 2 seconds, which is a normal finding. Next, we're going to move on to the lower extremity, assessing his knees, first looking for any deformities, and assessing for warmth and tenderness. Any pain or tenderness through here? Okay. So he has no tenderness noted to his legs. There's no deformities noted, and they're both cool and warm, without warmth or tenderness. So now I'm going to assess his range of motion. So I'm going to have you push your legs down into my hands. Okay, now lift your knees up. Okay, good. All right, and now I'm going to have you extend your legs out for me. Okay, and then bring them back in. All right, good. So he has good range of motion of his knees. Next, we're going to move on to the ankles. I'll tilt the screen down some. Okay. With this, I want you to scoot back just a little bit. Right. And then prop your feet up here for me. Uncross. There we go. All right, so what I want you to do first is I want you to push your feet down, point your toes. All right, bring them back and point towards the sky. Okay, and then I want you to turn your ankles in. Okay, turn them out. Good. And then I want you to push on my hands like pushing gas pedal. Okay, now pull them back up towards you. Good. He's got active range of motion in both his lower feet. And then I want you to curl your toes. All right, flare your toes out. Good. All right, and then I'm going to assess his reflexes and capillary refill in his toes. So Gary, if you wouldn't mind moving your socks for me. We're going to assess the patellar reflex and the dorsalis, or the Achilles reflexes and the behind his leg. Match your leg for me. Relax. Just relax your leg. It's got to go limp. Here, you're holding your foot up. Relax your leg. Let's see if I can get it better. Okay. Give me all your weight. There we go. All right, give me all your weight. He has 1+ reflexes in his lower, or in his patellar reflexes, and then I'm going to check his Achilles. He's got 2+ reflexes in his Achilles tendons. And then assessing cap refill. They return to normal within less than 2 seconds. Now we're going to be assessing his hips. So here, if you wouldn't mind standing up for me. Okay. I want you first to turn to the side. Yep, that works. I want you to bend forward at the hips. I want you to try to arch your back. I want you to lift one leg up in front of you. Okay, return it to normal. Go to the side. Okay, and then I want you to cross a leg over. There you go. He has appropriate abduction, adduction, and then flexion and extension of his hips. And then now I'm going to assess his C-spine, his thoracic, and lumbar spine in assessing for scoliosis. So I want you to try and face the window for me. Okay, any tenderness through here? Okay. His spine appears to be midline. No deformities noted. Okay, Gary, I want you to bend over and touch your toes for me without bending your legs. Okay. The contour of the back is flat. There's no curvature or rotation of the spine noted. Okay, we are done. Okay, that concludes this exam.